Hey guys, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out Reckner opinions, and maybe you're looking to find out whether you can actually make money from this particular website. Okay, let's check it out. Right, there are a lot of good websites and bad websites out there. So let's see if this is a good way for you to make some side income or maybe even some full-time income. All right. Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month from home, just click the link below, and I'll send you my favorite strategy straight to your email. You can check it out if you want. Now, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money on the internet. Some of them have been, great in terms of being able to make a lot of money online, but some of them very difficult. They pay out very little, and some of them are just straight up scams. So let's take a look at Reckner opinions to find out what this service is really about. How much can you really make, and is this a good use of your time? Okay, now first of all, Reckner Opinions is a 100% legit consumer panel. They are a research company based in the US, all right? They've got 3 offices in the States. We'll talk about where, how this all works, and basically they allow you to do test interviews and online surveys and in-home product testing and actually face-to-face interviews at their actual office locations, right? So they do consumer research for products, and basically anybody can sign up, but we'll talk about some of the different tests that they have. And if you're based in the US, a lot of the time it's a little bit better. Okay, let's basically see how this really works. So anyone can sign up. You can come to their page right here, and you can sign up right here. All right, fill in your details right here, and then once you've filled in and submitted your details, there will be a whole bunch of information that you'll need to fill out, because they need to find out exactly what your background is, what your interests are, what are the things that you like, these types of things, right? Where are you located, so that they can actually send you the appropriate surveys and tests and online interviews. For example, if you don't match a product or something that they're looking for, then they're not going to send it to you, because then you don't match what they're actually looking for. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's just say you match something, all right, and you are able to take a test. How does this actually work? Well, the interesting thing is Reckner doesn't actually have a members area, all right? The way it works is you will sign up via this form right here, and when they have a test that actually suits your background and your demographic, they will email you the test. All right, and then you can decide whether to take part or not. Also, you can check out their Facebook page, so you can just search for Reckner Opinions on Facebook. You'll find their Facebook page, and you can also request to join some of their tests on their Facebook page. All right. Now, what are some of the tests that they will do if you are a good match? They've got a whole host of different types of product testing. Okay, some of them are very simple. Some of them are an online survey. They'll just send it to you by email. It takes you 30 minutes to fill it up. If you do things like that, they'll pay you, for example, $75, $50, okay, for that particular, survey that you take. Some of them are a little bit longer. They'll send you a product, and you have to test it at home for maybe 10 days, 12 days, and they'll pay you a little bit more, $125, $150. And then sometimes, if you're in the right place, they will invite you to their office, depending on, where you live, okay, and they've got different locations, but only based in the US, all right? So if you're based in the States, in Shelford, Philadelphia, or for example, Harrison, New York, or Oak Creek, Wisconsin, right? Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right here. Then basically you'll be able to go directly into their offices. Unfortunately, not everybody's going to be based in these particular areas or even in the US, so you might not be able to take part in their face-to-face interviews, right? But you can still take part in some of their online surveys, and sometimes they do Zoom calls as well. Okay, so it really depends on the different types of tests that they have. Now, how much can you get paid? It varies, really. It really depends on whether it's an online survey, whether it's a Zoom call, whether it's a face-to-face interview, right? Or whether it's a home product test that they send to you, and you test out for like 2 weeks, for example, right? So they will pay anywhere from $50 to over $200 per test. So it's not bad. So the payment for actually testing these products is actually pretty good. But the big question is how much money can you really make, and how do you actually get paid out, okay? So if we go to the FAQ right here, you'll see that for the most part, they actually pay out pretty much straight away, and they send you a prepaid Visa card. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and that's one of the main ways that they pay out. So that's a really nice way to get paid out, because then you can take the prepaid Visa card and you can spend it on anything that you want. They don't have a minimum threshold or anything like that for you to hit before they actually pay out the money, which is great. all right? But the big problem here is that you don't really get access to that many tests, okay? Remember, with all research companies, they are looking for a very, very specific demographic for the test that they do. So what I would recommend is that you would, sign up for it, which is great. Okay, you would fill out all your details in your profile section. But depending on your background, so whether you're a female, whether you use skincare products, whether you use gardening products, whether you're a male over 45 years old, things like that, they're very, very specific. Where are you located in the world? Are you located in New York? Are you based in India? Are you based in China? Are you based in Thailand, right? Or Canada, right? It depends on all these little factors. Will depend on how many tests you can actually take with them. So if you're lucky and you match a lot of the demographics, you might get quite a few tests, maybe one test a week, for example. But sometimes if you don't meet the demographic, you might only get one test a month, right? Sometimes not even one test a month. It might be one test every 2 or 3 months. Okay, so is this a way for you to quit your full-time job or anything like that? No, absolutely not. Okay, this is side income that if you get it, it's kind of like a bonus. Okay, so if you get to do a test and you make an extra $125, then great, it's some extra pocket money, right? But this is definitely not a way for you to create reliable income, because the amount of tests that you get to take, unfortunately, is very sporadic. Right? It's not consistent, it's not reliable. It's just kind of like, oh, if I get to do a test, great, I get to do it and I make a little bit of money. It's kind of like that, right? That's the way that you need to look at consumer panels, especially if it's, a consumer panel that allows you to do some market research on consumer products. All right? But if you want to check them out, Reckner Opinions, all right, you can just Google it. You can also go to their Facebook page, search for Reckner Opinions, find their Facebook page. They list all of their studies on there, which is pretty cool, and you can actually see how much they pay out as well. All right, so if you want to check them out, check out reckneropinions.com. All right. Now, if you're here watching this video, maybe you are looking for a way to generate some, big income online, maybe some full-time income. There are a lot of different ways, okay? And on my channel, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways. But for me, especially if you're a beginner, there's still one, I think, my favorite way for an absolute beginner who is just coming online to get to their first consistent $5,000 to $10,000 a month, right? It's a very specific strategy. If you want to check that out for free, click the link below and I'll send you that strategy straight to your email. You can check it out if you would like, all right? I hope you enjoyed this review of Reckner Opinions, and I hope to see you on another video review. Take care.